Big babies on the internet.
What's up and welcome to another episode of Double Crown Talk Time here on YouTube, the Double Crown YouTube. My name's Richard.
And I'm Matt.
And today we're talking about cool stuff like
Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, and the fact that we don't have it, but it's out, sorta. And that sucks.
Depending on where you live and how well you know to use your respective console's store.
Yes. Well, and then also, you know, how cool of an email address you have, apparently.
That's another
also
thing.
Goes into it. This is Double Crown Talk Time, the show where we talk about whatever we want. Pretty much games so far. So, you know, I imagine that'll be the usual topic of discussion. But maybe someday, I voted today, we talked about sandwiches. Matt didn't want to do that. But in the future, we might talk about your favorite.
Next week's topic coming at you. Sandwiches.
Deli Meat Delight featuring Dr. Arthur Creeley from the University of Tolono. That's a throwback to my freshman year in college. Thank you, Jim. Anyway, so yeah, Dark Souls 3 is out.
In Japan. Officially out in Japan. As of 2 days ago at the time of recording.
That's sad. Because I want to play it now.
I want to play it now too.
It sucks. You know what sucks even more? That people like Lyric get to play this shit before us. And that's what really upsets me. More than anything.
As far as who was selected to... well, let's take a step back.
Sure.
Split release. Don't know why it happened. Whatever.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious why it happened.
Okay. Generate hype?
Yeah. I think so. The idea was it comes out, it's ready now. Clearly, you can get the English version on Xbox. It's through a loophole, but you can get it now, the English version of the game. But you split the release. It's going to sell well to the hardcore Souls fans regardless. You know, like, we're going to buy it. We knew we were going to buy it.
Yeah.
They don't have to sell to us. They need to sell to people that might know of it, but they don't know if they can play it or if, you know, it's a hard game, you know, maybe something like that. So what do? Is you give it to big streamers and say, here you go, play the game.
Show it off. Here's
your copy. Thank you. Bye. If you want to play it, of course you're going to play it.
Do you think they reached out to these streamers, they referring to Bandai Namco, or do you think those streamers asked for review copies?
I don't think that they asked for copies. I mean, maybe some people did. I asked for a fucking review copy. I can say that much for goddamn sure. You never emailed me back. Thank you.
That's fine.
Square Enix emailed me back.
They said, thank you for your interest.
Yeah. Not today, but that's fine. At least give me that. Yeah, no. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe some people did. I mean, we did, you know, so I'm sure other people might have reached out for that review copy, you know, that stream copy, which is becoming more and more of a popular thing, you know, with things like YouTube channels talking about games and stuff like that. It's becoming more popular to like get your games out to channels and streamers to like show it off rather than send it to, you know, GameSpot so they can write an article about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that makes sense, and that's the whole marketing. Like, that's why, you know, it sucks that they get this fully working version minus bugs. You know, some little
and
stupid...
just wait and just sit on it to hopefully promote more sales down the line.
Yep.
Like, it's a sound business decision, I think, but I don't necessarily like it.
I don't either.
Considering the past two releases or major releases from Software
have been global.
Yeah. Or in some cases, North America first.
Exactly. Yeah.
By a day, but I mean, it still matters.
It's still earlier. I mean, and I think the one thing, and this was something that when we were kind of talking about what topics to come up with, Patrick Klepek over at Kotaku, shout out to you, man. I got a quote here from him about his experience so far. Is basically, I was surprised when I got a code for the PC version of Dark Souls 3, showed up in my inbox a few days ago. It hadn't crossed my mind to even ask Bandai Namco for a review copy of the game yet. The game was just a few weeks out. What surprised me even more was how relaxed the publisher's approach to coverage was going to be, allowing writers and streamers to freely publish information about parts of the game well before its April 12th release date. And I think this is where a lot of people are getting upset. I know we have a friend of ours, Adam, who was like bummed because, you know, he was worried about PvP being like super imbalanced because of things like this, more so on the global scale. But from like the press side of you know, like people are getting access to it and, you know, that normally wouldn't. And it's just, you know, it's not the same release that we're used to. You know what I mean? With the last two main games in the series. So
it's not like everyone's unified under like trying to figure out what things are doing. Like
sure,
everybody jumping down the hole in Majula and Dark
exactly.
Souls 2.
Sure. And I think, you know, the part that's like scary, but also I don't know because I don't know the specifics, as he was talking about how surprised, you know, about how relaxed they were and just being like, kind of do whatever you want. Don't show too much. I'm sure they were like, don't show past boss 4 or don't show these 6 areas or, you know, whatever it may be. Which makes sense because you don't want to give everything away. But the fact that it sounds like he was really surprised of how much they were just kind of like, hey, fucking do whatever you want. Like that kind of speaks, I think, to the nature of like, hey, we're sending this to a whole bunch of people that we know that stream. Good, like play the fuck out of our game, please. You know?
Wonder if that's because 3 weeks is kind of a really long time if your job is to play video games, like especially streaming. Like you're going to stream that for 3 weeks.
I don't know,
and be limited to certain areas while you're streaming. Like that, I don't know. It seems strange on that front. But I do know, like 2 weeks ago, well, probably longer than that, Bandai Namco flew a few people out, like Pete Peterson and Ouroboros the Ninja, to their headquarters to play like the first 4 hours and let them upload that to YouTube. So it's kind of like...
And see, like things like that I'm fine with. You know what I mean? Like that, and maybe this is just like me being old fashioned and maybe things are moving too fast for me, but like that feels okay. You know what I mean? You're in a controlled environment.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, here's the first few hours, you make your content and then you upload it and go. Like that's the nature of running, you know, a YouTube channel or Twitch stream and things, you know, and things like that. And creating content that way, versus, you know, send a copy to IGN and be like, hey, you can put your review up on the April 10th or whatever. So like I get the difference there, and I'm fine with that. Like, again, that makes sense. It's in a controlled environment. But like sending it to streamers, again, like who knows? Like there may be people that will play this every single day for the next 3 weeks and stream it. So, you know, and it's just that it feels off to me. I don't know.
It's weird because if it's out in Japan, is there anything stopping them from streaming it unlimited?
No.
So that's kind of another layer that I just thought of, where it's just kind of like, well, I mean, you can see it if you look for it. But I also was hearing that streams were being taken down with like copyright strikes by Bandai. And so I'm wondering if there's some sort of ban on streaming in Japan until the global release.
I have no idea. I wouldn't know. Weird. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. It may just be a weird automated thing.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could see that happening. Very much like hey, we have it built in, so we'll take down any people streaming Dark Souls 3, and then, you know, weird things happen. Yeah, I don't know. It makes sense business-wise. The marketing, it's whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I can cry all I want, but like,
yeah,
I just gotta wait.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not bummed that I have to wait. It's just, it feels really off to me, and I don't know if this is like a normal thing that it's going to like keep happening, or do you think it's just, I don't know. Do you think it's just from like Bandai Namco just being weird?
It's hard to tell with them because, I mean, Demon Souls was like a year after the Japan release, which granted, it was because they had to go through Atlas, I think.
It's because Shuhei Yoshida said, no, this game, no one will like this game. It's trash. And he apologized, but goddamn Shu.
But even Dark Souls 1, I think, was a month or a month and a half after the Japanese release. And then it wasn't until Dark Souls 2 that it was... I think the North American release was the day before Japan.
And then I think Bloodborne was global all at the same time.
So, I mean, was Bloodborne Atlas again?
That was Sony.
Okay.
It's a first party game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not first party, but exclusive.
So that could have something to do with it as well.
Potentially. It's just, I don't know. Well, do you mean that Bloodborne could have something to do with it?
How Bloodborne was a global release.
No, because it wasn't published by Bandai Namco.
That's what I mean. It was global because they.
Okay, but it still doesn't, but from 2 to 3 still doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, but the release dates of Scholar of the First Sin.
I want to say it was global. Not sure.
I'm gonna find out.
Good thing we have the internet on.
I always bring my internet box here just in case, because sometimes you need to look things up.
There are 5 devices within reach that could give us all the answers we need.
And I can't seem to find the answer that I'm looking for.
I would assume it would be rolled out at the same time.
Here we go. Roll out.
Because, I mean, Scholar of the First Sin was just the DLC bundle with everything else changed as far as like locations and whatnot.
Scholar of the First Sin came out February 5th, 2015, and then the rest of it was April. So it did come out first.
In Japan?
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's just how they want to do it.
And we got it actually 2 days before Japan, the other one. For regular version. But yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. Or actually, I'm not actually totally sure.
The internet's full of lies.
Yeah, this is being really strange. Basically, it's saying that February 5th, 2015 was the release date of Scholar of the First Sin of the PS3 and Xbox 360 version of Scholar of the First Sin. But we didn't get that. Or did we? I don't think we did.
I don't know. I don't remember. I bought it on PS4.
Yeah, I know, me too. Oh, I didn't buy it. I played yours. PS4 and Xbox One came out April 9th in Japan, April 7th here. So we got it before them then too, technically, on the current gen systems. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think it all boils down to they wanted to try and sell more copies. So they pushed back our release window. I don't know why they couldn't push it all back, but business is weird, man.
Maybe the country of Japan is less susceptible to hype.
Maybe. They like mobile games.
Well, this isn't one.
Sony just actually opened up a development studio only for mobile games in Japan and Asia.
Cool.
Yep. I forgot what it's called.
Probably not going to play any of the games.
No, we probably won't get any. Because we don't like mobile games in America, do we? No.
Tell us in the comments.
Fuck no. Don't. Unless it's a no. Say I hate mobile games in the comments. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really pumped for this game.
Me too. There have been posts on NeoGAF that I've seen that are complaining about slowdowns and hitbox errors.
Oh, the hitbox porn.
The opposite of like things that should be whiffs connecting.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
shit happens in the games we love.
The hitboxes have been wonky in most of the games. Bloodborne got it really close. It was the tightest by far.
Yeah.
I feel. But, I mean, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2.
Are they hitboxes or are they like backstab boxes?
Hitboxes.
Okay. So making sure, because the backstab shit's always been kind of like fucked up.
Yeah, especially in Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
But like the notable example I saw was a boss did a grab animation that was, I don't know, probably a full like 6 feet away.
Oh.
And it picked him
Okay.
up.
Well.
So I'm just assuming it's wonky. People tend to blow those things out of proportion.
True.
Until I witness it for myself.
I mean, I think it's hard to say because right now, like the amount of people that have it are like, it's so condensed that like 2 people get the bug out of the 40 people that have access to the game right now.
Yeah, and like granted, these were stream caps too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, and then they spread and then there's people can't say, well, I had no problems, or you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's so condensed. So any one hiccup seems like a mountain. When in reality, it's just a
molehill.
A mill hill.
It's just the middle of nowhere, a molehill.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pumped.
I'm not worried about PvP.
PvP sucks.
You just go into it knowing that you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah. That's life.
It's on the box.
That's literally life. That's how you survive.
That's good life advice from Double Crown. Just realize you're gonna die.
Oh God.
At some point.
Yeah, eventually. Unless I don't know. Unless AI, we can reprogram ourselves into Twitter AI bots.
Soma. That's the premise of Soma. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert! I've got a water filter, and it's called Soma.
No, not your water filter. The game.
I know.
You're a robot. You don't know you're a robot. You don't know bot.
What? I just bought that game today.
It was on sale 3 weeks ago.
Well, anyways, that's our talk about Dark Souls 3. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. We got talk time every Friday at 9 a.m. Central Time.
Give us a thumbs up if you think we did a good job. Thumbs down if you didn't. Leave a comment saying why.
Yeah.
We are
Be constructive.
Yeah, always aiming to improve, because that's another fact.
We've actually had good constructive criticism on our last Dark Souls 3 video.
Good.
A lot of thumbs downs. Not a whole lot of comments, but, you know. One guy said, "You didn't even listen to her." And I was like, he's kind of right.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Because we don't speak English.
We don't. Real quick plug. Not next week, about 3 weeks from now, April 12th, 12 p.m. Central Time, I'm starting a 24-hour stream of Dark Souls 3 blind playthrough. I've seen the beginning area, but raising money for a local animal shelter. Gateway Pet Guardians is the name. So get your dollars ready. Take your day off work. Hop on twitch.tv/doublecrown. That's twitch.tv/doublecrown. Give us a follow. It'll let you know when we go live. Maybe we'll stream more. We just, when
I get home from work, we might do a collector's edition unboxing.
That's probably going to happen.
Because I got it. Woo! 10-inch Red Knight.
Yeah, let me see that 10-inch Red Knight.
Insert dick joke here.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you later.
Bye.